How you doing today, guys? My name is Colin Osborne, and this is Technology at Work. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my number one client getting technique, which is applying a discovery form to your website and adding an autoresponder as well to that. So when you're moving organically through networking at these different networking events, whether it's BNI or whether someone stumbles upon your website, or when you're optimizing your search engine optimization, you have the ability to grab information from your prospects and then be able to have that information be sent to the right person so that that information then can generate into a sale between the two people. And having an autoresponder is going to minimize the amount of time between you interacting with the client, increasing your chance of generating that sale. So let's hop into the computer and we'll get started. How you guys doing today? Once again, Colin Osborne, Technology at Work. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to set up a discovery form in your business, as well as creating a couple email templated documents that have autofill mechanisms in it that allow you to scale that automation through as many discovery forms as you want. It also gets organized in the CRM. An email is sent out to the person saying that you've been that you have received the submission, and also having a notification there so that you know that someone submitted a discovery form submission to you, as well as adding a couple more automations in there so that you make sure to get back to the person, or there's someone who's going to be handling that if your team gets bigger and grows, so on and so forth. So just real quickly before we go, make sure you guys just hit that like button, comment, let me hear something about your business, and also just make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot, and I'm really looking forward to promoting more of this content. So just a little bit about what a discovery form is. Once again, a discovery form is just a form or a tool that it can be used to collect information from website visitors so that businesses like you can follow up with them at a later date. When done correctly, discovery forms can be an invaluable way to generate leads and grow your business while collecting important customer information. So I'm going to show you exactly what a discovery form looks like. In this aspect, and another thing with what I'm getting into is that there are different ways to skin a cat here. You could use WordPress with Gravity Forms, and the Gravity Forms is just a plugin that gets integrated into WordPress. I believe there is Beaver Builder, or I think that might be the website builder, but there are different plugins that you can use, but they don't necessarily, in my opinion, condense all of the information properly and without having to pay more and more in order to get things done. And then also the bootstrap method would be having WordPress, Gravity Forms as a form builder, and then having ActiveCampaign be your messaging campaign sequence, because that's going to be your autoresponder. And then, I'm not exactly sure if ActiveCampaign has its own email builder. If it does, then that's awesome. If it doesn't, then you'd be using MailChimp for that specific purpose for your automation. But I'm pretty sure at that point they should. But you'd be combining those services together in order to have this particular thing come into fruition, which is someone being able to come onto your website. Say you're a lawyer and you're having a client, or and the discovery form is really just a free consultation, or some sort of consultation that allows you to gather information about the client before you bill them. You just don't want to be working with anyone. It's also a good filtration mechanism for knowing who's going to be wasting your time and who's not. And the beautiful part about this is all those tools that I just told you can scrap all that out, because we have Go High Level here to do generally everything that you need done. It has MailChimp in it. It has ActiveCampaign in it. It has Gravity Forms in it. It has WordPress in all of it. And it has a database manager so that you can see all of these things happening all at once, all from one single platform. And the beautiful part about that is I'm going to be continuing to produce videos like this for free so that you guys can take this information and use it in your daily business lives. Because I can tell you, I've generated tens of thousands of dollars off of just a form that is like this, where someone comes in, fills out that information, they're like, wow, really like the questions that you asked me, because it makes them care about your business. It makes them it makes them think that they're actually, which they are, they're having this, amazing experience. What's the business owner's name, email address, phone number? How many clients do you want per month or per week? Or how many more sales calls do you want per month or per week? So I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that. And also how to set up the automations. So what we're going to do is if you guys could just go to colinosborne.com, click on the resources tab right here. Let's give it a second to load. And then make sure you guys, if you have not already, click on the high level button here. And this is where you're going to be able to essentially get your Active Campaign, WordPress, Gravity Forms, MailChimp, all integration software all in one. So you can just throw all that stuff out and get high level right here. Click on this link. It does obviously connect me and you partner wise. So it allows me, because this is an affiliate link, but essentially you being an affiliate of mine, I'll always be able to connect and help with you. And also I'm going to be adding you guys to my beta test group for my Start the Business course, which is going to be launching in January. In that course, I'm going to be talking about the step-by-step process that allowed me to travel all over the world while being able to run a remote online business. I've been to Sweden, Germany, Portugal, Spain, all through digital marketing dollars that I made from networking online and in person, and then being able to have subscription-based services and so on and so forth, and different products that were allowed me to have more time while being able to enjoy myself as a person. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy women. I enjoy wine. I enjoy the occasional ganja smoking, and it's all good. That's just some of my hobbies. I used to be an athlete, and I'll once again at some point get to a story about that. But I'm really want to provide this education to people because I truly believe that Start the Business course is a course for entrepreneurs it's allowing average people the ability and accessibility really to become entrepreneurs and eventually CEOs in their market and community. So if you click on this high level button, you'll be able to start a 14-day free trial. And this service provider right here literally is an all-in-one sales marketing platform, and it gives you everything. So not going to stress that anymore, but what we'll do is we'll hop into the system now. All right, so once you've signed up and everything like that, you'll essentially have this dashboard. I'm going to be providing you with the funnel, so you'll be able to actually just copy this funnel right here and use this to your advantage. I'll also provide you with, if it's possible, I think, with the survey. But if you send me a message at supporterentrepreneur.ceo.org, I'll be able to find a way to get you that information. But anyways, so the discovery form funnel, just to kind of go over what exactly and how it's going to work. In the Go High Level dashboard, you're going to be at the launch pad and you're going to go to sites, and then you'll have all of these different tabs at the top that you can click on. Click on the funnel section. This is where I created it. You can do it in the websites, but in my opinion, I don't find it as sexy. And with these funnels, it allows you to be able to truly have different funnels that you can send all of your prospects through to generate leads and have different product windows coming through. I always believe that there should be different avenues that you have customers coming through and being able to offer different ways of people getting into your business. So I'm just going to hop into the editor real quickly because I want to show you how easy it is to add a discovery form or survey or form to the website. It's literally a drag and drop sequence, takes literally seconds. And this is the form that I will send everyone. And you ask, why is it so bare? Well, I believe in customers having a shiny light syndrome, or what is it? Shiny object syndrome. That's what it is. And essentially, I don't really want to have them look at anything else besides filling out this damn form. And I've had videos explaining the form, and it would be on YouTube, and it would take customers off the, the YouTube video, or I mean, take customers off of the page. And personally, it's just better that they just go and just straight fill out the form. Now, if you go up here to add elements, you'd be able to then scroll down to the survey section right here and drag and drop a survey. Literally, it was that easy. Boom, see discovery forms right there. And now I have 2 discovery forms on the page. Now, in order to delete this discovery form, I'll simply just scroll over here to the side, and you'll see how it highlights. You can drag it right here, you can duplicate it, and then I'm going to trash it. So I just trashed it, save. A little SEO technique. You can manipulate the SEO metadata at the top right here. And I've ranked multiple sites on high level, so I don't know if anyone, I've seen in some of the high level chats that the websites aren't that great, but they are. You just don't know how to do a good SEO, in my opinion. I didn't optimize this page specifically because I don't really want anyone seeing this. I want, when I meet with someone and I find that they're a viable person I'd want to work with specifically on a product, past the done for you, I would then be like, hey, here's my discovery form. Feel free to fill it out here. But it's my business model. Your business model might be different, and that's a question you're going to have to talk with your marketing provider or your business. I mean, will it be your chief operating officer or just yourself about how you want to operate your business? All right, so now that we've created that page, I also want to go into depth about how to create the builder. So if we go Insights right here and then move over to Surveys, we'll see the discovery form builder right here. We click on the survey, and we'll be able to have an idea of what the discovery form looks like. Now, this is pre-built, but it's pretty simple. If I wanted to have something like this big text right here, I would then go all the way into the little, and it's just kind of like the same editor that you have in the website editor. So I would just go over here. I'm going to click text. I said I'm going to click text and drag and drop it right here. I want it to be bold, so let me change the font weight to like 800. That's going to change the boldness. The size right here too, if I want it. Maybe I want it to be in the middle, and I want it to say get started. Boom, done. I could change to roughly 5 or 6 fonts, and they'll add more as you go, but in reality, it just needs to be able, like, people just need to be able to read it and move on. That's in my opinion, like, very essential to doing that. And then another thing is we're going to make sure that, and I've essentially like crafted this message for my business and who I'm going to be working with, but we can also go into changing out the different tabs. So I want to ask for their full name. I want to ask for their full name. I think it's already. Yeah. So I've technically already put this full name on here, so it doesn't let you duplicate it, because you're not going to ask for someone's full name twice on a form. That would break the form because it's essentially feeding that information into the same place. So you can only have the full name once. But I took that and I changed the field title, and you can change all of these titles are customizable. Like the organization tab is really just the customer's, the company name, but you would have to manipulate that in the builder. And you can go on and ask all the questions that you would want to ask to a customer, so that you're kind of filtering out the process. Another thing about this is it has conditional logic, which essentially allows you to say there's a customer where there's certain things that you would 100% just, like a red flag is what I consider it. Like, oh, no, I don't want to work with this person. Well, you can have an automatic red flag detector where if you ask a person a question, like we had a sales team survey where when we were advertising for a sales closure job in Aslan back in 2020, we had put in the sales closer survey that we want to have, let me just see if I can do it real quickly. But I wanted to have like, hey, are you willing to work on commission basis? And if they picked no, then it would automatically disqualify them from the survey. And you don't even have to deal with them anymore. Versus, here we go. Versus taking them all the way through that particular process, only then find out that they're not going to work for that in the first place, which can be extremely annoying. Just going to be honest with you. You're like, wow, you just wasted all my time. But anyway, so let's just say, are you willing? So I'm going to throw my glasses on because I don't want to burn my eyes out. Got this blue light hitting my face. Are you willing to work on commission basis? So for mine. And then, so with the CRM, and I'll show you where that feeds into afterwards, but you can choose for it to be added into the different sections. So I just want to have an additional info because I don't really care that much, but we'll just do yes. And we'll add another option to be no. Okay. And then, so this is a unique contact key, and this is going to be information that you would have in order for it to have an email automation set up so that when a customer comes on, fills out this form, all that information will then feed into that email and then be sent to you, rather than you having to go on the website and then see, oh, this guy submit information. That information would be sent to your email. And you'd be like, oh, cool, this is great. Like, I don't have to go into the system to see it. But it's still nice to have that. So, are you willing to work on a commission basis? So just put this down here, yes, no. And then here's where the conditional logic is. You can also request to have the required or not. But so I want it where if they click on yes, then they'll just move to slide 10. If they click no, then disqualify immediately or after submit. So like you could just, essentially waste their time now or whatever you want to do with that. I'm not saying waste your time. That's a joke. But you could, disqualify them on submit or immediately. So that's a great way of filtering out people who you don't want to work with. And that's a very, in my opinion, beautiful part about this business and this model is that you don't have to deal with so many certain things all the time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the automation so we can put this all together. I also just wanted to point out in my project management system, ClickUp, it's a system I use to essentially manage all of my data, client information, client contacts, client projects, client tasks, personal life stuff, and everything. Literally everything is done project management system. And they also now have added this feature where it's a whiteboard. So it allows you to be able to essentially create these documents that you can get an idea of like how things flow. But essentially, just to give you guys another idea of like what this discovery form funnel looks like, because that's essentially what it is you're sending traffic to the discovery form, and the discovery form would be considered the entrance of the funnel. Then there's going to be an autoresponder email, and that autoresponder email is going to go to them saying, hey, we've received your email, Colin. Thank you for, submitting that email. We'll be back to you within 24 hours. As a customer, you're then going to assume that they're going to be getting back to you in 24 hours. And in your mind, you're expecting that to happen. You've essentially hooked them. You've got them hooked to a degree. And it's a lot better than you submitting a form and then getting nothing back from anyone and then being like, well, these guys suck. I'm going to go to someone else. Stay top of mind. But then also reminding yourself to also have an autoresponder notifying you that you also have an email going to you saying that this happened. And then adding them to a newsletter, adding them onto your opportunities so that you can manage where they are in the pipeline. So what we are going to do is we're going to go to automations right here. I'm just going to unsave this because it doesn't matter. And then we're going to click on the discovery form submission automation. And I'm going to show you exactly how I created this and all the little things that are happening. So add new workflow trigger. And if you can either type it in or you can scroll down to it. But contact actions, we've seen that there's a survey submitted because that was what I created it under. I created it under surveys. So click on survey submitted, and right here you can change the name of the trigger, or you can switch how or like exactly what kind of workflow trigger it is if need be. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be clicking on add filter, and then click select, and then you're going to click survey is. Don't ask me why, I'll just do it. And the survey is going to be whichever the survey that you picked. In this case, the discovery form, but I've already selected that. So I'm going to exit that out. As you can see, survey submitted, survey discovery form right there. I personally like assigning myself to it, but if you have sales closers or a secretary, you can always have it so that this information is assigned to them. On top of that, with Go High Level, it has your own account system. So they can have their own account, email, phone, and conversation tab information with a whole set of tasks with assigned data to certain people so that you don't have to worry about that not being assigned anymore. It's all done within the system. And now I also have a email that is being sent out to the user. So what that email looks like, it's send email, and this is to external communication. So you just have to remember that there are certain things you can send out. On top of that, I can also send out different voicemail, Messenger, Instagram, DM, manual, SMS, manual call, and Google My Business messaging. And they're going to continue to add more onto that. You click send email, like I had done such, and I'll just show you what that looks like. The send email action, there's a from email, from name, and then I also have the template, which I clicked discovery form. You can access all of your templates within here. And let's see, discovery form. As you can see, discovery form is right there. But this is discovery form submission. So I'm telling him, I'm sending an email to him or her saying, thank you for submitting discovery form, yada, yada, yada. And I'll show you what that looks like. I'll send that to my so send a test email so I show you quickly. I spell this. That works. Must have done something stupid. Anyway, so we'll check that in a little bit just to see how that looks. And then I also wanted to have, oh yeah, so I just got the email on my phone. And I have my phone in dark mode. Let me see if I can switch it to view in my theme. So I don't have any contact information in this database, but as you can see right here, I have been sent that email. Hey, we received your discovery form submission. We'll get back to you within one business day. We're excited to be potentially working with you. Join our newsletter in the meantime while you wait. So that is immediately sent to the customer when they submit information through the discovery form. And that's great because now we have a connection with the customer. Next, we need some internalification. So you can send a push notification through an app that has been downloaded that the high level allows you to download, so that it's easy for you to get these notifications straight to your phone. Makes it easy, just like how you get notifications on your iPhone. That's how it would be the same thing. Saying, hey, they submitted a discovery form. And then also we have this was a push notification, and this was the email notification. And I have a template built for the business discovery form as well. And what I'll do is I'll show you what that looks like in and the Gmail account once I pull it up in a second. But I just want to send these things so that we get them. Okay. Last but not least, I also have an updating an opportunity so that I know where this person is in my sales process. And I'll show you what that opportunity looks like. So we have it where this person, once they fill out the form, they'll be added to the Entrepreneur to CEO pipeline. They're going to be interested. There'll be contact name, contact source, open, and the value is going to be $297 because that's how much the course is. So I haven't filled out this form at all, but I just wanted to show you what a non-auto-filled version would look like. Let's actually go to the, it'd probably be more easy if I just showed it to you on Gmail. All right, so if I had filled out this information, this would be the form I would be getting if someone had filled out the discovery form. It would have their name auto-filled, phone number, email, company name, website information. Now looking at what the person would be getting. Hey, we have received your discovery form submission. We'll get back to you within 1 business day. We're excited to be potentially working with you. Join our newsletter in the meantime while you wait. So that's the beauty of and you can also add in text and Google My Business messaging, really all the forms of contact communication in order to get the customer to close. Awesome. So honestly, guys, I hope you guys really found this video informative. This is the exact way to set up a discovery form, a user or client generating tool that allows you to process information quickly, as well as decreasing the chance of that sale going stale. This is Colin Osborne with Technology at Work, and I thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to pushing out the next video soon. Talk to you guys later.